Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James, where I do what I want, when I want, and today we are gonna get into the 9th part of my Planets Through the Houses series, and today we're gonna talk about the lucky expansive sign of Jupiter. Jupiter is like one of my most favorite planets to talk about because whenever I see Jupiter in a chart, it indicates the luck of a person and the abundance of a person. And who doesn't love relaying the good news of where a person's luck and abundance is? So it's like the first thing I look at in a birth chart. I'm like, oh, let me see where you're the most expansive. Let me see where you get the most luck in your life. So let's get into it. With Jupiter, the expansive, lucky, abundant sign in the first house, this is gonna make for a person who is very jovial, probably very articulate, and they just want to teach people, or they want to spread the good word and the good news, and they want to spread the good vibes and be jovial and jolly and nice. They themselves are probably also of a bigger stature or of a bigger figure, whether it be vertically or horizontally. They are just a larger than life figure, and they have a lot of luck within them going after what they want. The minute they initiate things, doors open. If they sit back and just, lick their wounds and wait for the day things happen, nothing happens. But the minute that they assert themselves, they get their way, doors open, challenges crumble before them because who they are is very lucky. And it's so funny because if you think about it, could it be that because this person is so jovial by nature and jolly by nature and giggly by nature, that who they are, right, just opens doors? Because you see what I'm saying? You see how it like feeds itself? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way, that because this person is probably such a good person, that the minute they put themselves out there, doors open just like that. How beautiful is that? How awesome is that, Jupiter in the first house, that you are just so lucky and people just love you and you are so expansive. You are abundant. You are a lucky person. Just keep it up. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So with Jupiter in the second house, this is going to mean that this person has been very, very blessed with money. This person probably gets money very easily, attains money very easily, receives money, and keeps money very easily. You are probably also someone who gives money away freely. And again, I feel it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because with the energy of everything, right? Like if you are giving your money away and you're saying, here, I'll buy your drinks, the universe sees that and is like, you know what? Like, this is such a person who knows that they're gonna get money, and that's why they're giving away so freely, that is just gonna perpetuate the cycle. And so you are very lucky in the area of your values and your monetary gains and having money and attaining money and getting money. You also probably have very expansive and abundant ways of thinking as far as like what you value. So keep it up. How does it feel to have all the money? Can I have some? Can I have a little, please? Just right. Send it to my Venmo, Jupiter second house. You're gonna make it back tomorrow. Just send me a little, yeah? Just to spread the good word, All right, so with Jupiter in the third house, this is gonna be someone whose mind is very expansive. When they communicate and when they articulate the ideas and the beautiful inventions of their brain, they become very lucky. They probably get money from their mind and from what they articulate, from what they do, like as far as communicating or writing. Like if this person becomes a writer or a speaker or someone who invents something, they could be very, very lucrative. They could get a lot of money or a lot of fame and notoriety. This person is very, very, like, in the mental space, this person is probably smart as a whip. This person is probably so philosophical and so teachy. This could also lend into very preachy territories because your mind is so big and expansive, and it's in the house of communication that you become preachy sometimes. You could be talking about going to get an In-N-Out burger, and your friends are just like, okay, could you chill? Like, okay, could you chill? Like, got it. Like, like when you speak, you're just so big, you're so expansive, and people just want to listen to you, So how does it feel to have the biggest brain ever? How does it feel to be so articulate within your speech and just so amazing when you communicate? How does that feel? It must feel amazing. So with Neptune in the fourth house, this could mean that this person grew up in a very big home. this person's home, and like they grew up in a very big home. Like your childhood life was probably very big. You probably had a very big mother growing up. Your mother figure was a very big influence on you and probably taught you a lot. She's probably responsible for why, you know, you have a way of thinking about yourself and a jovial nature. When you go home, your home is also probably very big. Like the home you grow up in today, like you have big homes or nice homes or luxurious homes. The home, you always find yourself in a home that is nice. You have Jupiter in the 4th house, so again, your mom could have been a very, very big influence on you, and your mom is very lucky. Your mom is a lucky figure. Like she is a lucky medallion. Like yeah, so how does that feel to know that your private life, you probably have a very, very beautiful, lucky private life. Like in your private life, like you probably come home from work and you're just like, wow, my life is so beautiful. Like my life is so amazing. My life is so expansive. Like, oh my God, like what did I do to deserve a life like this? Like that is how you think. That's what you were raised in, and like you're just very lucky. You're very lucky. Like you just are. So especially with that being in your home life. Your home life is very lucky. So with Jupiter in the 5th house, this is gonna mean that this person is very, very good when it comes to dating. The partners you attract, the people that you go on dates with are very expansive and abundant, and like your creativity is also very abundant. When you create, you get monetary gain, you get fame, you get notoriety, you get attention. You are probably like a jack of all trades in your creative faculties. Like you can do anything. You can probably sing, dance, act, paint, cook, clean, build, sculpt, architect. Like you're just so expansive when it comes to your creativity. It knows no bounds. You're just like, show me a picture of it and I can do it. Show me a video of it and I can do it. Like that is with Jupiter in the 5th house. With Jupiter in the 5th house, you are also going to be someone who probably is going to have a lot of children. A lot of you're probably going to be a very good mother or father or parent or guardian. Like you're going to be very, very good, and your children are also going to bring you a lot of luck. The people you date are going to bring you a lot of luck. Your creativity is going to bring you a lot of luck, and your kids are going to bring you a lot of luck. And so how does that feel to just know that out of the 3 of those, you're just going to be, you're lucky. Like just put yourself out there, go on a date, have some kids. And you'll find prosperity. What? Sign me the fuck up. So with Neptune in the 6th house, this is going to mean Neptune. With Jupiter in the 6th house, this is going to mean that you are going to be very your job life, your career, whatever you align yourself with as far as your career is going to be very expansive for you. Your job is going to bring you a lot of money. Your job, although it's going to be very big and bold and out there, it's going to bring you a lot of money, and it's going to bring you, like, you probably are going to find that unless you are of service to someone, unless you are teaching people, unless you are healing or nurturing people, you don't get money, because with Jupiter in a Virgo house, this is only going to expand that. So it's like you have to serve. You have to be on your P's and Q's. You have to mind your schedule, and by you doing that, you gain prosperity, you gain money, you gain riches, you gain notoriety. And so yeah, how does that feel to have a really big schedule and align yourself with a really big job and big responsibilities, but it is by you doing that you become great, or that you do great things and get great things. So yeah, that's amazing. With Jupiter in the 7th house, this is going to be someone who attracts great partnerships. You attract abundant people. You attract people that come to you who want to just help you and help your situation and like give you things, and like you align yourself with probably very big partnerships or organizations, and the people that you fall in love with, or the person that you'll fall in love with, is probably gonna change your life or be very rich, very just like very great, you know. Like with this is a very lucky placement. I wish I had this placement. Like to have Jupiter in the 7th house, this means that again, the businesses and the contracts and the people you fall in love with, amazing. Like you are also probably someone who's very good at partnerships, and you are probably the person's person. Like you are the people's person. Like, people just love you because you just know how to align yourself and join forces and give something to someone and just be a great business partner. You know how to be a great business partner. So yeah, like, how does that feel? I mean, that must feel amazing to know that in the future you're going to marry someone who's going to be very, very expansive, very expansive, very rich, very wealthy, and your business partnerships will mirror that as well. So with Jupiter in the 8th house, this is going to mean that you probably will gain an inheritance in your life. You are going to be someone who gains an inheritance. You are also, this gives me very much like sugar baby vibes, where you are very, very lucky as far as like getting other people's resources. People probably come out of the woodwork and just want to give you money. Like, you also are someone who's very adept with intimacy and in the bedroom. Like, you feel the most lucky in getting sex. I know this, I've never seen this placement in a chart before. If you have Jupiter in the 8th house, I would love to know how this manifests, because I personally never seen it in a chart. But you will become great and come out the other end of your transformations forever changed and better and brighter. So it's like it's like rags to riches story, where it's like you'll be broke, you'll go through something, and then all of a sudden you come out a millionaire. Like, it's like that. Like, you just are very lucky. You're very lucky when it comes to your transformations. Like, and yeah, when you just always come out better. You always come out better. And yeah, you're very lucky. So know that in crisis for you, crisis and transformation and luck are one and the same for you. It is in your darkest hour, and it is in your most horrible moments that you know, and you can almost feel it, that you know you're gonna come out the other side better. Like, they're one and the same. So yeah, that's so amazing. How does that feel, Jupiter in the 8th house? How does that feel? Like, what? Hello? So with Jupiter in the 9th house, Jupiter in the 9th house is going to be at home in this house. And so this is going to make for a very expansive person. This person is probably very philosophical and very lucky by nature. This person probably gets very lucky when they travel and when they go on pilgrimages and learning about other cultures. This person is probably going to be very, loves to learn, loves to teach, and loves to just like learn about other people. Like, when you are on a plane, you feel the most lucky and you get the most luck. Like, your seat gets bumped up to first class for some reason. Or when you are on a trip, like, your bags get lost, but then you always find your bags. Or it's just like you get your luckiest when you are traveling and when you are teaching and when you are serving or teaching the collective. And it's very amazing. This is a very lucky placement, like very, very lucky as far as like your higher philosophies and travel. I would really, really recommend travel. This gives me very much like travel blogger vibes, where you travel and you're teaching the people out in the world what you are learning on your travels, and from that you gain money. Like, I would really encourage something like that. So with Jupiter in the 10th, you're going to be very, very, very lucky. This gives me very much fame vibes. This gives me very much celebrity vibes, where it's like you are so out there. Your 10th house is so exposed. And by exposed, I mean, okay, so the 10th house is the highest hemisphere of your chart, and it means where you are the most exposed. Like, it's how people see you in your career. It's your name, your fame, your legacy. And so with Jupiter in the 10th house, this expands that energy. So you not only will be successful, but you will also be like famous within your career, within your job field, whether it be a 9 to 5 or you on television. It's like what you do is going to bring you a lot of notoriety, a lot of fame, a lot of money, a lot of luck, and a lot of attention. And so that's why I say this gives me very much like celebrity vibes. So how does it feel to just have jobs landing your feet? How does it feel to know that like whatever you do is going to bring you a lot of notoriety, a lot of fame, a lot of attention? Like, it just is. And how does that feel? I mean, it must feel amazing. This is literally like the luckiest placement in my opinion. It's so cool. So with Jupiter in the 11th house, this is going to be someone who has a lot of really good networks. Like, your friendships are probably very riddled with like people who are really big and up there in the world. Like, you can call on friends to help you, and like who are in Fortune 500 companies, or just like very expansive friendships, and they're all aligned with higher organizations in the world, and like your networks are just very great. You have somehow or another, whether you have consciously did it or unconsciously did it, you have aligned yourself with great people, and like people who have a lot of pull in the world, and like just you will have a lot of friends, a lot of abundant friends, and in the future you will probably bring something to the table to the world that will help humanity at large. So I would really recommend inventing something or doing something that is humanitarian focused, as far as like it could be a product, a bag, a shoe, a medicine, something that you invent will bring you a lot of luck in the future. So you just need to do it in the future. If whether it's now, that whether you're working on it now or working towards it for the future, you should focus on bringing something to humanity, and it will be by that you will gain a lot of money from it. So with Jupiter in the 12th house, this is going to mean that this person is very, very, very spiritual, highly spiritual, very abundant when it comes to their spirituality. The more they meditate, the more they read their Bible, the more they live by the universal code, they become abundant. You are probably so, like, you are literally Destiny's child. You are God's child. Like, you find yourself getting out of the most hectic situations. You are so lucky. Your mind, when you pray, it's like you can pull things out of thin air. Like you're so lucky. Like you literally have a gift, and like it's because whatever you did in your past life has given you this gift. And so I would recommend praying. I would recommend asking the universe for assistance. I would recommend just trusting in the universe, and you will always be okay. You will always be okay because you are so tapped in and you are just so spiritual. It's amazing. Like, yeah, how does that feel to literally have been blessed by the universe to the point where the universe is like, I got you. Literally, like the universe is like, I got you. You're mine. No one can harm you. No one can touch you. You will always be okay. How does that feel? How does that feel? So that was, whoa, I just got through it all. So that was my Planets Through the Houses series of Jupiter. And if anyone needs a birth chart reading, a love reading, a career and destiny reading, I'm sure the stars have a solution for you, and I would love to relay the message. My name is Jupiter James, and I will see y'all on the next one. Hit my links below for a birth chart reading. I love y'all. Have a good one. Bye.